Hello friends, welcome. In the previous video, we learned the concept of cost of material consumed and you were given a self-assessment question and you were to assess your understanding of that concept. So now here is a solution to that self-assessment question. The question that we had was from the following information, calculate the amount that will be shown in the income and expenditure account as stationery consumed during the year ended 31st March 2021. The details given were, as on 1st April 2020 and on 31st March 2021, the creditors for stationery and the stock of stationery. So we have the opening balance of creditors and closing balance of creditors, the opening stock of stationery and the closing stock of stationery given to us. In addition to that, they had given during the year, payment made to creditors was 5,60,000. Stationery purchased in cash during the year was 20% of total purchase of the stationery. So as you know, you can use the statement method or the account method. I'll solve it using the account method to show you how you do it. Because here the information given is quite limited about the opening and closing creditors and opening and closing stock. So I'm going to use the account method wherein we will prepare the creditors account. So when we prepare the creditors account, you know the creditors account have a credit balance. So the opening balance is on the credit side. So the opening balance of creditors is 40,000 rupees and closing is 1,10,000. So let us fill in there. By balance brought down, opening creditors 40,000 and the closing value of the creditors was 1,10,000. So we take it here on the debit side 1,10,000. Further, the information which is available is during the year payment made to creditors was 5,60,000. So if you look at the journal entry, when payment is made to creditors account debit to bank. So creditors account debit to bank, we get it here. So we write that amount of 5,60,000 here. With that, there is no other information. We just have the value of opening and closing stock, which we will use in the formula to find out the cost of metal consumed. So what do we do now? Close the creditors account. So total the debit side, it comes to 6,70,000. Write it on the credit side and find the difference. The difference is the balancing figure which is related to the credit purchase which was made during the year. So it comes to 6,30,000. So with this, we got the value of the credit purchase which was made during the year. And then now we use the formula. So what is the formula for material consumed? Cost of stationery consumed. The formula is we take the opening stock of stationery. To that we add the purchases. The purchases here would include the cash plus credit purchase and we deduct the closing stock of stationery. Now we have got the credit purchase here. For the opening and closing stock, we have the value here. Opening stock of stationery was 1,50,000 and the closing value of stationery was 3 lakh. But however, important point to be noted here is that there's a sentence here. Stationery purchased in cash during the year was 20% of the total purchases. We do not have the total purchase and we don't have the cash purchase directly given. They have just given us the details enough to compute the credit purchase. Now we'll have to ascertain the total purchase and 20% of that total purchase would be the cash purchase. Now why to go about calculating all this? Because in this formula, the purchases includes not only the credit purchase that we're getting out from the creditors account, but we also need the cash purchase. So let us do the calculation with the available information. Now we have the information that we have got is that credit purchases that we found out as balancing figure from our creditors account came to rupees 6,30,000. This value I'm talking. So we note that down and then they have given that cash purchases in the question has been given. Cash purchases is 20% of total purchases. Using this, we will ascertain the cash purchases. How to go about it? Now, for this purpose, we will take the total purchases as X. So let total purchases value be X. Now we know cash purchase is 20% of the total purchase. Therefore, what would be the value of cash purchases? It would be 20% of X. So it can be simplified as X by 5. Now, to take this example, if you take that there are 5 pieces here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one of this, that is 1/5 of X, this represents your cash purchases. Now, can't you find out what would be credit purchases from this? Credit purchases would be the rest. This total represents total purchase. Out of that, if 1/5 of the X, one box, represents cash purchase, what is remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 by 5 of X would represent the credit purchase. Now, already we have prepared the creditors account and found out the credit purchase value to be 6 lakh. If can't we equate it? We can equate this 4 by 5x value to 6 lakh 30 that we have got. So further, if you go about calculating it, x value would be, you take it to the other side, 5 goes to the numerator and 4 to the denominator. So 6 lakh 30,000 into 5 by 4. So when you do this calculation, you are going to arrive at an amount that is rupees 7,87,500. So this is X or your total purchases. Now, without doing anything further, you can directly go and put this value here in the purchases, because what we require to add is a total purchase, that is cash plus credit. So opening stock of stationery was 1,50,000, closing was 3 lakh. So 1,50,000. With that, the credit total of the purchases that we got was 7,87,500 minus the closing stock of 3 lakh. So you do this calculation and you will be getting an amount of 6,37,500. So this is the value of the material or the stationery consumed during the year. That is to be debited to your income and expenditure account. If they ask you, suppose they ask you what is the value of the cash purchase in the question, then it would be simple. That is not asked in this question, but if it is asked, it is nothing but 7,87,500 divided by 5. We are substituting it here. So we get 1,57,500 is the cash purchases. So friends, thank you all for joining me today. If you found this video useful, please do like and share it. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel so that you get notifications of all the upcoming videos of this series. I'll be back soon with the next video on the next concept. Thank you. Have a great day and all the best for your exams.